Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Lonestar here on Farming Simulator 17. So today we're carrying on with the last episode. This is episode number 2, so we're doing all the starting fields still pretty much. So some of you may find it a bit boring. Shouldn't be too long until we can start doing our own thing. But as you can see, in fact, let's get the drone out the back of the truck here and I'll show you. Right, so drone is up. As you can see, we've got two combines running the field right now. They're on an offset course, so it shouldn't take too long to get done whatsoever. So we've got the case over there, a little bit far away. We've got the New Holland Zoo. Oh my god, the stickers haven't loaded in. Ready? The stickers should load in now. There they are. So alright, I haven't got low graphics on it, it's just because we're so far away. But there we go. So these two are basically on an offset course. They're a bit dodgy on the corners, but hopefully we'll get that in a minute. Let's just rotate the camera part around. So yeah, they're working away, so they're doing the headland at the moment, and the headland starts over just beyond the house there, where it sort of goes off to the right a little bit. So yes, today what we're going to be doing is ploughing. We need to do the ploughing from the field that we did in the last episode, which is just there, behind the chicken pen there. And we also need to cart for these guys. Now we're going to be needing a couple of things to cart, because if you remember in the this is put 3 times on. A bit unrealistic to run like this, but it's a huge map. So yeah, we were carting in this bad boy last time, the Steiger. The Steiger Tiger, in fact. I like saying that. It's actually what it's called as well. Look, Steiger Tiger. Yeah, we were carting last time, and we tried to dump that directly into the silo. It didn't really work out that well, unfortunately, because there's a pole in the way, and we had to get like a dodgy position with this, and one is not that realistic anyway. So, we're going to be doing it the proper way today. We're going to go ahead and get our trailers. Now, due to some complaints in the last video about the trailer being not very American, we have changed it out, which is good. So first of all, we need to go and open up the barn. So it's still locked. This is the first job of the morning. The combines were left out last night. Well, one came over from another field and the red one was left out from the last harvest that you guys saw in episode number 1. Just go ahead and jump in. We'll open up the shed right here. So as we can see, we've got the Western Star, which is what we're here for today. And we also need to get the Big Bud. We're going to use the 747 today. I haven't used the 747 just yet. That's a tongueful. How do we open this thing? There we go. Get that all the way open here. Awesome. Now this map is actually, I found out, well Landy Kid found out, this map is actually out. It's not on American Eagles modding anymore, but it is out, so I will put a link to it in my mod list after recording this, so you guys can download it if you want to play Lonestar. Apparently there's a new version coming out, but I don't know how true that is, but we'll soon find out. So we're going to jump in to the Western Star right now. We'll jump in. Let's get head tracking on as well while we're here. There we go. So head tracking should work a bit better. You might not be able to, in fact you can't turn the wheel cam, because I'm looking at it right now on my second screen. I've pulled the screen a little bit closer, so the camera, well therefore the camera's a bit closer, so it should work a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is turn the volume up a little bit so I can actually hear what I'm doing. We'll go ahead and get our new trailers. So they are, well, we call them road train trailers. I don't know what you guys would call them. Here they are. They're stuck together. These are off at Mod Hoster. I'll put a link to these in my mod. I need to update my mod list. I do apologise it's taken so long, guys, but as you guys know, or may not know, this is not my job. So as soon as I stop recording, edit it all together, most of the time I'm going to my real job. So yeah, apologies about that. Let's just go ahead and get this 5th wheel hooked up here. There we go. Do I have my axle down? I shouldn't have it down. Let's go ahead and see if we do. No, it was up. Cool. So yeah, this is the trailer. I'll get out and show you. I forgot what brand this is. This is the Dopka. Is that how you say that? Dopka? Dopka. 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 I'm going to go with Dopka. We got there in the end. This is the Dopka trailer. They are road trains or tandems, whatever you want to call them. I don't know if, when you guys can tell me the proper name for a trailer like this, it'd be very much appreciated. So yeah, basically this one here has a 5th wheel on, and then you attach another one to the back, which is pretty cool. So we can also take the back one in if we want just a single trailer. This is also a hopper version of the, well, it's a hopper truck, not a dump truck, so it should be a little bit more authentic to the American series. Now we do have some issues with the collisions on this, but I recently found out, I think it's to do with the 5th wheel, not the actual trailer itself. So we'll see if we can actually get this thing working today. Now, a couple of changes to the wheel cam as well that you may notice is we now have a shifter in the middle. Some of you guys probably didn't even know I had that. The old school people do, because this is what we used to use before we had the side panel. Basically, I've been playing a lot of ATS and ETS2 lately, so I've got the shifter back out to use that. It doesn't do anything in Farm Sim just yet, but what I might do is get that gearbox mod. Apparently, the gearbox mod is quite good for stuff like this. My head track has been really good today. I don't know if it's because of the weather, because it's really, really cruddy weather outside today, or because I got the screen closer. Could be a little combination of both. Right, so we're going to park along this fence line here. I'm not actually going to go into the field. I think the Olga trailer will easily be able to handle that. So what we're going to do is just pull up a little bit straight so the rear one's a bit closer to the fence line here. Right, we'll get... I forgot what the cover button is. That's beacon sim. Well done, sir. I don't think I have a... Oh, we do have covers. There we go. Let's get the covers off here. Get the truck turned off. Awesome. Uh-oh. We're slipping on something. Let's go investigate. Right, so we sorted out the combines. They were just stuck on the fence. You know, it happens. So today we're going to use the 747 with dualies on. We're not going to use the triples because I think the triples are a bit ridiculous, although it may possibly be needed for what we're doing today. The 450 we've not actually used just yet, so hopefully we'll get around to using that at some point. But yeah, let's jump into the 747 first of all. Here we are back on this cab here. Now, it's a shame these are encrypted, because not that I want to give them out, I wouldn't give them out, but I'd like to edit my own tractor, which unfortunately you cannot do with DLC, which is a shame. So here we are in the Big Bud anyway. Let's go ahead and head out. This is the first time I've used this thing with a wheel, so this is going to be interesting. Up until now, I've only ever used it with a keyboard, so cannot wait for this. So today, as I said, we're doing some ploughing. Now, we have the plough from the DLC, obviously. I think this is 10 meters, this plough. So it's going to be a little bit complicated to use. I'm not the best plougher at the best of times, let alone with a 10-meter plough. So, yeah, it should be interesting. Let's go ahead and get this tractor reversed. Can you even call this a tractor? It is a tractor, I mean, but should we just call it the monster? Right, we'll get it lined up as best we can here. We'll jump out and get it hooked up, although you wouldn't do this in real life. We're just going to simulate that. Oh, look at that! I legit just got that spot on, kind of. It's a little bit too far back, but there we go. So we're going to get the hydraulic pipes. Oh, they don't. They're not. I thought they may have had, what do you call it? Dynamic cables? But they're not really pipes. They're hydraulic hoses, that's the one. I thought they would have been dynamic, but they're not, unfortunately. So that was a waste of time. Right, so we're going to head out to this field over here now. We're just going to drive over the grass. Now, as you can probably tell by the weird shape in the grass, we do now have crop destruction on. They updated it. Giants updated it. So I thought I'd give it another chance, and it does feel a lot better. I will give him that. Like, it causes a lot less damage when you're driving over it. It actually does where the wheels are as opposed to the whole base of the tractor. Look at this. This is amazing with the wheel, guys. This is the first time I've used it with a wheel, and I cannot tell you how it feels. Obviously, most of you guys have probably already used it with a wheel, but I haven't. I'm going to go into here. Now, I'm just going to start here. Because this plough's so big, and we've got a fence here on the south side of the field, we're actually just going to start right here. And then go from there, basically. Just so we're kind of in the right direction here. So we'll get this... How do we do it? Right, so we'll get this unfolded now. So what way we start off. Whilst that happens, we'll go ahead and set the auto width. It should be 10 meters. We're going to knock it down a couple of centimeters. Offset is actually needed for once. Right, we'll get the GPS on. And we'll start working away. Now, we're going to be doing a couple of lengths this side of the field as well, so it doesn't matter if we mess up this side for now. We'll get the plough. Why won't it let me lower the plough? Well, so unfortunately, the plough does not lower with the side panel. That's weird. Very, very weird. I'm not sure why that is. Does this thing have its own commands? Its own controls? I don't think it does. But actually, we'll get that off so we can actually look out the window properly. So there we go. We are now ploughing away here with our 10-meter plough, so very excited for this. Not actually used the Big Bud with the wheel like I just said, so it feels really good. It's a shame there's, I might need to turn my force feedback up. The Logitech wheel is good. It's a fantastic wheel. It's just, it's a little bit clunky when you have it turned up too much, so I can't find the correct balance just yet, so I need to adjust that. Now, I have recorded a video for the people with the G29 and the G920 on how to turn the force feedback down, because it's one of the most common questions I get asked. I just need to put it up on YouTube, so apologies for that. Oh, quite struggling with this plough, considering we've got like over 1,000 horsepower, although it is a 10-meter plough, so what do you expect? Now, one thing I do have, I've just realised, is the inspector mod is back. What is going on here? Do not do that, please. No! What is going on? Okay, there appears to be a mapping conflict going on here with the GPS and inspector mod. It looks like the tools to turn on inspector mod is also skip lane by the look of it, so that's a bit something we have to look forward to. Now, both combines are pretty much full, so when we get to the end of this pass, we will go ahead and jump into the Steiger Tiger. I like saying that. And we'll start unloading with the auger wagon. So, yeah, I have inspector mod back. I've given Glance a long go now. It's been a very long time since we've had Glance on the game save, so I decided against it now. I do prefer Inspector. I think it's just down to personal preference, basically. I've been using Inspector since FS15, maybe FS13, I can't remember. If it was in FS13, I probably used it then as well. But, yeah, I just prefer Inspector mod. You know, personal preference, everyone's different. And that's the one I've decided to go for. So we finally removed glance and finally reinstalled... please lift up. Yeah, and finally reinstalled Inspector mod. So what we're going to do here is get the plough turned, like so. We'll get the tractor back into forwards here. Actually, this has got all levers and stuff here, as you can see. So maybe I should have mapped out the shifter, give it a bit more authenticity. Right, so we're going to head down this pass here. It should swing around now, but we're going to quickly stop here and we'll go jump into the Steiger. Right, so the last video was called V8 Tractor because this had a V8 engine sound quite clearly. Quite clearly it was a V8 and it wasn't that realistic because obviously tractors are heavy diesel engines. So I've changed out the engine noises now. It's not perfect just yet. I do need to adjust it, but it sounds a little bit more like a tractor now. You may recognise the startup sound. It's from the Case Puma on Sandy Bay, but the actual running sound is different. Right, so yep, they both stopped in the field. One's on 99%, the other one is on 100%. So we'll see which one we can unload first of all. So it looks like the New Holland is actually in the crops, which is no good to us. And I can't get to the case either. Dang it, guys, why have you done this to me? We're going to have to destroy a little bit of crop. Not too much, it's not going to really matter, but should have thought about that, shouldn't we? Right, we'll get this cover off here. We'll start unloading the first combine, and he should press on, and then we'll get the case back up and running. Right, the cheeky git drove off when we were unloading him, so we'll have to get him on the next pass as he's coming down because, oh, I didn't really like parking in the crop anyway, but at least now what we can do is get this combine here. As you can see, oh, look at the damage we've caused. Bit unrealistic, well, not unrealistic, because we've got crop destruction on, but we're paying for our mistake, basically. I should have unloaded it in the last pass, but I wasn't paying attention. Right, so what we're going to do is back up here, and we'll unload this one properly. So they drove off, well, the New Holland drove off, which is a bit rude, but I have changed the settings now so it stopped during unloading. So as you can see, the case is going to wait here until it's empty, and then when the New Holland, sorry, is coming back down this way, we'll load him on the correct side and hopefully he'll stop. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So what's he on here? 42%. Well, there we go, there's the first one done. He's completely empty now, so he's going to carry on, and we'll go around here, swing her around, and unload the New Holland again. So please put your pipe out as we drive past. Nope, you're not going to do it, are you? And this thing is articulated, so we should be able to turn on the dime pretty much, as long as we don't jackknife the trailer. There we go. This thing's amazing, by the way. The creator of this, I swear he was working on something. I forgot what it was, so that was the point of saying that. But come on, New Holland, get your pipe out. Yes, there we go. Get rid of this damage that I just caused so I don't feel so bad. There we go. So yeah, he's stopping now whilst we unload, which is better for us. Where's the trailers? The trailers are down there. What we're going to do whilst we wait to unload is, if I can find the button, get the pipe out. Like so. And we'll go unload this as soon as he's done unloading. So what we got here, 30%, 20%, or 22%. Well, there we go. So he's now unloaded. They're pretty much both unloaded now. Well, I say that because the case is carried on again, but what's the case got in so far? He's got only 6%, so yeah, we're good. We're good for a while at least. Could be to the end of the video, to be fair. What we're going to do now is, hopefully we will crash into the truck. We'll start unloading from the front. I think that may be the best idea. Get all the weight at the front of the truck here. There we go. Start filling this up. Now, is it 2 bays? No, it's not. It's 1 separate bay. Cool. It's a good thing. Right, so once that unloads, we can get the Steiger turned off again, and we'll tab back through to the big bud. And we'll wait until they need unfilling again, basically. So where is he? Where's the big bud? There we are. Why are you turned off? Right, so after some experimenting, I can confirm that, in fact, we cannot lower the plough with the side panel. I don't know if anybody else here has got a side panel and theirs is doing the same thing. Please let me know, because I have no idea how to get this thing working. Just cannot lower with the side panel at all. I've tried every single button on there. So we're ploughing away here now. Some people are probably going to say I'm ploughing wrong, but at the end of the day, we're driving down the line and it's working, so it's absolutely fine. We do have the slatted blades on this, which some people prefer. Some people said they should have got the normal one. I should have got the normal ones, but oh well. I like the slats. Break up the dirt a little bit, make it a little bit easier to cultivate. Not that we need any assistance with the cultivator that we've got, but there we go. Right, let's go ahead and plough a little bit more of this field, and we'll catch back up in a minute. Right, okay, everybody, so we're making some progress here. We're on about our 4th pass, maybe? It doesn't seem that much, but we're doing 10 meters at a time, so that's already 40 meters done, so not bad, not bad. They're getting on alright, the combines. One of them's on 70%, one of them is on 58%, so yeah, we'll probably be doing them quite soon, but we'll be able to get at least another pass in, I reckon. So I've been doing some research on this 747 because I don't actually know much about it. I know quite a lot about Big Bud, but not the 747 itself. And it turns out there's only one of them in the world. I didn't realise that, and it lives in museums, but they do take it out for shows and stuff and actually put a massive plough on the back of this thing. But yeah, it was made specifically for one farm. I think someone ordered it from Big Bud and then they made it. Once again, these are not facts, these are just what I've found out and read up, but once again, these may not be the truth. But yeah, there's only one of these things in the world, which I think is absolutely incredible. Right, let's get that lifted up. Back her up like this. Now the GPS should automatically change. Ready? Yes, it did. Cool. There we go. So now the GPS is on this side. Oh gosh, we snapped her off then. Bit unrealistic. Drop that down again, and we will carry on up this pass. So yeah, we might be able to get another pass in here. The problem is, I've seen the bit that we've got to get up here, and it's tiny, so we might not do that yet. Possibly. We might just go up to like where it starts to get a little bit narrow and then turn around. Because I don't really want to take the plough. Look, we got like, what's that? 7 meters extra for what we need to do. So as you can see, you can kind of see it in front of us now. There's literally only about 2 meters wide that we need to get. So it's about 4 furrows max, I think. And I don't really want to take a 10 furrow plough. Is it 10 furrow? Well, it's 10 meters at least. I can't bother to count them. Maybe you guys can tell me. So I think all this Big Bud hype is finally calming down now. Everyone has been a bit Big Bud obsessed over the last few days, and everyone's been wanting me to use Big Buds and stuff, and on English maps, and that's not going to happen, unfortunately. I do not want to use a Big Bud on an English map, because that's just ridiculous. But yeah, I'm finally glad that we're doing the American series at least, so I can use equipment like this. It's very, very different equipment. Now, I have started up a new map now. That's as far as we're going to go with this. We'll get it lifted up. Back her up a little bit. Well, this could be interesting. We need to turn around now. So as I was saying, yeah, I have set up a new map ready to record on. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We're going to get around this tree. Yes, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, let's go ahead and turn the plough around like so. Get the GPS on. Really not sure why I can't lower it with the side plough. That's really strange. Right, we get that lowered down. We should be working away. Yes, we are. Cool. So I may need to get a smaller plough at the minute and do the outsides, and that's we just leave. What do you guys do with ploughs this size in America? Do you like leave the outsides? Because we're not able to get all the way up to it, obviously. Or do you just go lengthways from there on out? Which is what we do in the Oops. That's what we do in the UK at least. I pressed the tab button by accident. Yeah, so you, like now on this side, for example, because it's straight, at the end I plan on going horizontal. Is that what you guys do over there, or what? I'm very, very interested in learning the American side of things, so feel free to let me know if you are American watching this, or you know about the American farming. Right, so one of the combines is now on 98%, so we're going to get to the end of this pass here, and we're going to go jump back into the Tiger and unload once again. Hopefully we can get it going before the other combine catches up, because that one's currently on, well, round it up to 80%. Okay, now the other one's full, so it would have stopped in the field. Come on, Big Bud, get to the end quick. We need you. We need you. Well, not this tractor, but they need me, I mean, sorry. Right, let's go as far forward as we can. Don't want to hit the fence. Let's stop here. And we'll tab through to the Steiger real quick. There we go. So we get this booted back up now. Now, I actually do want to get the pipe in, if I could do that. There it is. Which one stopped, actually? It's the axial flow, which is the case, I believe. So we'll go into the red one. Interesting. There we are. Oh, it looks like they finished. I think they finished. So as soon as we let this guy back, well, as soon as we set this guy back off, I mean, sorry, we should be done for the harvesting. Now the case is coming straight to, the New Holland, sorry, is coming straight towards us, which is going to be a bit of an issue. So hopefully we can get this guy off pretty soon. And hopefully he doesn't just crash into me, which I have a feeling he's going to do. Come on, quickly. What are you on now? 64%? Quickly! Oh no, this is intense. He's not going to crash into me anyway. He's going to say he's stuck in traffic, but that's a bit of a pain to pull away again, because every time I try and move out the way, he follows me. Hopefully we can get away. So what are you on now? 22%? I'm not going to bother unloading this just yet. We'll just wait until the New Holland's done as well. How close did you get to me? Pretty darn close, that's for sure. And you are now unloaded. So on your way, mate. Oh no, they're going to crash into each other now. They're going to crash into each other. Oh, good job we did come here. Right, let's sort this mess out. Right, so actually, I am very convinced that this cover line is now done. So what we're going to do is... In fact, is it done? I think it's done. What we're going to do is get the pipe out, if I can remember. Oh, it's already out. We'll actually get the harvester aspect of this turned off. We'll unload into this, seeing as it's already here. And hopefully this case will be right behind him, basically. So it looks like that's it. There's a couple of bits they've missed around the corners, but that's because we've got some sort of dodgy course going on here. So hopefully the case will be ready to go in a second. What are we on here? 32. Right, 3, 2, 1, and we're ready to go. So what I'm going to do is back up here. We'll get the pipe put back in. Oh, we're on the wrong thing. Get the pipe put back in here. Get the harvester folded up. Get the header unfolded. We'll drop the header down. Disconnector. Oh, there we go. I forgot we had auto combine. We might have been able to use that, but I'm not going to bother because the course play is actually, they're talking to each other, which is probably a better thing. Right, let's go ahead and reverse this up like this. I think we're done now. I think that's all of our fields done that I know of. We'll have a look at the map in a minute. But you can see the case is pretty much finished there. So what we're going to do is get this over... In fact, we'll leave them both here a minute. We'll get them on to follow me. Because I want to go and stop the case so we can unload her as well. Right, so run over here a minute. Go on, times 3. But yeah, he's literally harvesting nothing, so he's done. She's done even. There we go, we'll get that turned off. We'll get the course play closed down. Get the pipe out a minute. Oh, we're on the wrong thing. There we go. Get the pipe out. Right. So unload this for the first time. There's only a couple of % in here, so it's not going to take very long to unload this at all. There we go. So it's only had 5% in here. Not much at all. Back this up. Get the... no, that's the wrong button, simulate. Get the pipe in. We'll get it folded up. We'll get the header unfolded. Lower the header down. Why can't I disconnect it? There we go. I pressed the wrong button. And we'll do the same thing for this. So quickly swing around like this. Why am I not using the Brody knob? The Brody knob squeak's starting to annoy me again. So for those of you that are new to the channel and you think my wheel's squeaky, my wheel's not squeaky. My wheel is completely silent. The thing that you hear squeaking in the videos is the actual knob that's on it. There we go. That was only like £10 off eBay, which I think is about $12. So it wasn't very much at all. Right, there we go. We'll get this onto... Follow me. 30 meters will do, because I'm not sure. Well, it's quite a long plough to begin. Long plough? What am I talking about? Quite a long header to begin with. So what we'll do is get these back to the yard. I'll park them all the way off camera, but we can at least get them off the field. So I think that's all the fields that we own, actually. So let's have a look on the map. So 1 and 2, that's what we're doing right this second. That's the one we've just done. Field number 11, actually, we own. What is in field number 11? So it's ready to harvest, whatever it is. And it is... What is that? It's wheat. Okay, I'll transport that off there off camera. I'm not going to bother doing another harvest, but just so you guys know, we will be harvesting that one off camera. We'll get all these fields ready to go. So I'll plough these two as well. This one and the one we're about to harvest. I'll plough these off camera because I don't want to put more than one plough video out in a row because that'd be a bit boring for you guys. Right, can we get through here? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yep. Swing around, so actually we're not going to put it away. We're just going to leave him on this road until now. We'll leave him on the road for now, so we can take him over to that other field in a minute. Where are you? You're right behind me. Cool. Let's get this turned off here. And we'll jump into the case. Get her taken off. Follow me. Turn her off. Cool. So these are now ready to go again. Well, like I said, I'll get them off camera. Now let's run back to the Steiger real quick. There we go. For those of you that don't like me fast forwarding, I don't usually do it, as you guys know, but this America map is so big, sometimes you just need it. Because I don't want to waste too much time just running through a field. I suppose it's better than tabbing as well, to be fair. A little bit more realistic than tabbing. You can just pretend I've sped the video up if you want. So we'll get the auger pipe out once again. And we'll go back to the truck here. So we actually only needed the front one, which I didn't think would be the case. I thought we were going to get a lot more crop from this field than we actually got. So we'll soon find out what our final literage, our final number is in a second. How many litres of, what is it, soybeans that we have. In fact, we might actually fill this one up. So we might have just a little scrag end in the back one. Because it's on 86% already. Yeah, we're going to fill this up, I think. So we have to put just the tiniest amount in the back. So that's 100. So good job we did bring both over. That would have been annoying. Let's see how much we get in near them. There we go. So, completely unloaded now. We'll jump in to the truck and get it unloaded as well. Back into the old Western Star here. They're nice trailers, actually. Apparently they were quite buggy, but they seem to be fixed at least. Get the Western Star booted up. Do you know what's annoying? We have this thing in Farm Sim, but not in American Truck Simulator, because I really want this truck in American Truck Simulator. I know there's a rubbish Transformers version out there, but I don't want the Transformer version. I want the real one. But unfortunately, it's not out there. They got the newer one, which is not a great mod anyway, but it's not also the one I want. I want this exact one in American Truck Simulator. So if any of you guys know of a private one or anything, please let me know. Well, I say private. If you know one of like on a quiet site, let me know, please, because I really would want one of these things. Alright, finally, we can unload for the first time properly, because as you guys know, if you saw episode number 1, we did it dodgy last time. Alright, let's get this turned around like so you guys can see what's going on. We'll zoom out. I've got way too many buttons and sticks and mice going on here. There we go. So we get the front one unloaded first of all. She's unloading there. So yeah, a bit more realistic, a bit more American themed. So some of you guys may be happy, the people that said they didn't like my trailer last time. So hopefully it's a bit better for you. Maybe a little bit too long and overweight, but there we go. Right, let's choose the back one again. Right, stop there. Get her unloaded. So actually, I'm quite interested. How do these things work in real life? Are they on a, oh, they're on a poly by the look of it, like a little windy thing. Cool. I've always wondered how they work, if they're on like hydraulics or not, but it looks like no. Looks like you have to manually unwind them, which is pretty cool. Right, so that's that done. We're gonna have to take this over with the other combines momentarily, but we'll jump back into the big bud now and finally get this done. So what I'll do is I get, oh gosh, oh, that's as far as we can go. Never mind. Get it booted back up here. Get it lifted up. Let's back up a little bit and we'll get it turned around. Swing around. Get GPS back on, lower her down, and we should be away now. Hopefully. Yep, she's coming back round. Awesome, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be after editing, because a lot of it was long-winded, waiting for stuff, process, but I'll get this field ploughed, basically, and after it's done, I'm going to take the 2 combines in this Tiger and the trailers. I may not even use the Steiger. I don't think we're going to need it that far away. I don't know. I'll decide that in a minute. But yeah, I'm going to take those down to the other field, get the harvested, and then we'll have, hopefully, next time you jump in with us, all of our fields will be ploughed and ready to go again so we can start planting things down. So what I want you guys to do, if you're still watching this far in, is let me know what crops you want me to grow next, because we've got 3 fields that we own that are completely ready to be replanted. So yeah, let me know what you want me to plant, and I'll go ahead and do that for you. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me in this episode. If you did enjoy it, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.